All right, John, what do you think you still need to improve upon between now and the NBA to be able to play in the NBA right away?
Yeah, I'd like to get a little bit stronger, but I feel like right now at this point I can step in and help out a team. With my ability to shoot the ball and put it on the floor and just defend other fours. That's what I feel like I play as a four. I feel like I can give a team some good minutes right away, but in the long run, I'd like to get a little bit stronger. I feel like that would just benefit my game a lot.
Your game is kind of unique, the versatility you have. Is there any players in the NBA that you would compare your game to?
I mean, a guy that I would like to be like is Dirk. With what he can do, facing up and putting the ball on the floor and shooting it. Obviously he's maybe the best player in the game right now, but he's definitely got a lot of stuff that I try to practice and do. He's a good guy to model your game after.
Yeah. How tall were you in high school before you had that growth spurt?
My freshman year I was 6 feet, and by my junior year I was 6'8".
So you grew like 8 inches in 2 years?
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy, right? So you were a guard before, right?
Yeah, I played mostly guard growing up.
So do you think that's a huge advantage for you?
I think so. I mean, I grew up seeing the game through a guard's eyes and worked on my handle and my shot a lot. So when I grew up, literally, I had to learn to play more of a post game, and I feel like now I have both.
When you were 6 foot, what type of player were you? Were you a big time player in your area, or what type of player were you?
Yeah, I mean, I was a good guard. I was more of a spot up guy. I could shoot it and would stretch the defense. But yeah, I mean, by the time I was a junior, it was a completely different deal. I felt like I had to play more post up for my high school team, but I was also still kind of had that guard mentality.
Is it crazy to look back on now where you are now, sitting at the combine, a power forward prospect, looking back to the beginning of your high school career when you were a guard?
To be honest, it really wasn't that big a transition for me. I feel like I didn't have like an awkward stage where I lost my mobility. I felt like for the most part I didn't have any growing pains transitioning from a guard to a power forward. I feel comfortable in what I can do as a power forward at the next level, and I'm just trying to prove that right now.
Thanks.